Here we go. First race of the night, the Southern Sport Mods, or Southern Sport Compacts. There we go. Into turn number 1, the 01. We're going contact in turn 1, but we hold on. Out of 2, it's Clay Parker. Into 3 out of 4. Your leader after 1, Clay Parker. Followed up by the 01 of Pamela Wisenat, the 10W of Clifton Wisenat. And that didn't end well in turn number 1. The number 10 car stuck up on the top side, but we're still green. So Clay Parker, your leader by a long shot. Here comes Pinky. It looks like the 77S of Randall Sessions having some issues. He pulls off to the center. Wisenat trying to close the gap. He's got a front tire bent in turn 1. Clay Parker still the leader. Looks like that front tire might be going flat as well. Pinky trying to close the gap, finally in the same turning distance. That is the 85K of Crowfoot. Cross flags come out. We are halfway, 4 down and 4 to go. Top 5 transfer to the A feature, top 4 to Tech. And that 10 car definitely has a flat on that front. Parker with 3 to go. Wisenat pulls off the backstretch. It is now a 3-man race. Clay Parker, your leader, followed by the 85K of Cody Crowfoot and the 01 of Pamela Wisenat. We got 2 laps to go this time around. Clay Parker up in turn 3 out of 4. White flag comes out. 1 to go. Paradise, Texas. That neon has seen a lot of racing. That car was in the hands of Ruben Broussard and Jeff Toller. I know that car went and ran in the street stock class in Abilene a couple of years ago and actually finished top 4. That was a good night. Great. Hold on. Checkered flag comes out for Clay Parker. Trees off in 3, we are green. Contact, turn number 1. Watson getting in the midst of it. He pulls out of it. And looks like Watson's having some issues with his car. Pulls into turn 2 and sets it. And he pulls it off the track. I think we're going to keep it green, which means the number 5B of Clifton, your leader. They found the tire. Clifton on the high side of 3 out of 4. A little competition with the 45 of Bajent. Down in turn 1, they both stay on the high mid side. Bajent goes low, trying to pass on the inside. Holds them off down the back straightaway. Bajent trying to move on the inside of the 5B into 3. Out of 4, Bajent with a little contact out of 4. Clifton, your leader. Howard Watson finally gets his car pulled off. Back into the race action. Here comes the number 10 of Colton Mooney. Back straightaway into turn number 3. Here comes Bajent on the inside once again. Tries to pass Clifton on the inside. Cross flags come out. We are halfway. The 5B, Harold Clifton, your leader. Oh, there went the tire. William Crease blows a tire down the front stretch. got 3 left with 3 laps to go. Harold Clifton, your leader. Brian Bajent trying to make a move down the back straightaway we go. Clifton keeps to his high side line. Bajent goes low again. No, they're going to stay in the middle line this time. 2 laps to go for Harold Clifton. They call him, that 45 car, they call him Secret Bajent Man. Back straightaway into 3. Clifton goes high. Bajent trying to close the gap. White flag comes out. 1 lap to go for Harold Clifton. Bajent digging. Bajent's digging hard. Down the backstretch. Clifton trying to increase the gap. Bajent right there with him. Into turn 3. Clifton goes high, and Bajent takes the low side, but it's going to be the 5B Harold Clifton taking the checker flag. Green flag comes out. Here we go. Shaw drops a position almost immediately. Brett Young. Now it's a battle between Young and Shaw. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Brett Young takes the high side. Shaw on the low side. Out of 4. It's going to be Brett Young after 1. Out of turn number 2. Shaw trying to close the gap. Brett Young puts a little distance down the back straight into 3. Shaw on the inside trying to pass once again. Out of 4. Shaw is closing the gap. Justin Shaw down the back stretch. Here comes Rowdy C into 3 on the low side of Young. Out of 4. They look like they're going to be close to side by side. Shaw still running just short. Turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Justin Shaw. Back straightaway. Shaw is now on the inside rear into turn number 3. 55 goes on the inside down low. Here comes the 5M of Mooney. Dustin Mooney now in with Shaw and Young. Backstretch, Shaw takes the lead. Down the backstretch, here comes Young. Trying to close the gap on Shaw, takes the outside 3 out of 4. Justin Shaw, your leader. Brett Young once again, we got a spin in turn number 4. They're going to keep it green. Out of turn 2, Justin Shaw, Brett Young, and Dustin Mooney. Barreling into 3 out of 4, Justin Shaw, your leader with 2 laps to go. Midline, he's blocking where he can. He's got 2 guys sniffing the rear. In second and third, a battle for second right now between Brett Young and Dustin Mooney. Into turn 3, Justin Shaw coming around 4 for the white flag. Brett Young in the 69. Mooney on the inside of the 69. Contact with the tire in 2. Dustin Mooney back to 3rd into 3. And for the checkers, gonna fly for the number 55 for the Rowdy C. Throw it. And we like it. Here we go. Ronnie Bell immediately to the front. James Guyton. Here comes Devin Burgess on the backside of Guyton. Hauled high side into 3. Burgess gets a little too high up in the marbles. Falls back 1 position, gets it right back. Ronnie Bell, your leader, followed up by James Guyton. Devin Burgess and the 81 of Manning. Down the backstretch, Ronnie Bell holds the lead. James Guyton and Devin Burgess still knocking on the back door. 3 complete. Here comes the 81 of Kevin Manning around the outside of Burgess. Slide job from Devin Burgess to cut him off. We're barreling on the outside. Burgess stays to the outside. Side by side with Manning. Manning getting the better of the exchange, moving to third. Burgess trying not to get too high up in the marbles. Guyton trying to get his spot back from Ronnie Bell. Down the back straightaway, the Guyton car is on the inside of Bell into three. Cuts it really low with 2 laps to go this time around. Cutting her on the inside. Guyton fighting for the lead. Ronnie Bell holds off. Out of 2 down the back stretch. Here comes Burgess back to third. Barreling into 3 out of 4. White flag coming out this time for Ronnie Bell Jr. James Guyton right there as well. We're going into turn 2. Burgess on the high outside marbles. Manning back to third. Down the back stretch into 3. Ronnie Bell, James Guyton. James Guyton trying to push out of 4. It's going to be Ronnie Bell Jr. taking the checker flag. Go, the sport mods look good. And we're green. Here we go. Florio to the front. Here comes Bragg and Long. Here comes Quick Nick around Halsey. Down the backstretch into turn 3. Nick Klinkenbeard. He is riding dirty on the outside. Into 3 out of 4. Lots of smoke coming out of the 24T car. Back straightaway into turn 3. Florio getting distance away. Here comes Nick Klinkenbeard on the outside of Long. Barreling off into turn 4. It's going to be Florio, Bragg, Long, and Klinkenbeard. Klinkenbeard trying to close the gap between him and Long. Long holding him off. Trying to cut around Bragg. Bragg holds him off down the backstretch into 3. Quick Nick Klinkenbeard flies to the high outside. Trying to get around Long. Long holds him off out of 4. 3 laps completely going to turn 2 once again. Florio holding a formidable lead over Bragg. Battle for third between Justin Long and Quick Nick Klinkenbeard. Cross flags are coming out. We are halfway. 4 down and 4 to go. Nick Klinkenbeard moves to third. Klinkenbeard side by side for a second down the back stretch. We're going into turn number 3. Quick Nick, Tyler Bragg out of 4. Bragg holds him off for 1 more lap. We're coming up on 2 to go. Side by side out of 2. Quick Nick takes off down the back stretch. Moves to second. We're into 3. Klinkenbeard on the low side. 2 laps to go for Florio. Klinkenbeard now in second. Trying to close the gap between him and Florio now. Backstretch into 3 out of 4. White flag for Taylor Florio. Nick Klinkenbeard, Tyler Bragg, Justin Long. If he had a few more laps, he'd probably be able to try to get the job done. But it's going to be the checker flag going to the 21T, Taylor Florio. And we're green. Here we go. Coming right out of a 3-way battle for first. We're going into 3. Out of 4, it's going to be the number 44 of Jason Howell, your leader. Pulled up by the 04 Kyle Jones. Back straight away, we are all evenly spaced out right now. Kyle Jones trying to get up in the high side to make a pass on the outside. Howell holds him off. 36 of Kevin Reed in third. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Kyle Jones trying to push up in the marbles to pass on the outside. Jason Howell, your leader. Jason Howell's got him a good run down the low end. Back straight away. Kyle Jones right there with him. Takes to the low side out of 4. Tight-knit battle in the back. Little contact in turn 1. Out of 2. Everybody's back to where they were, spaced out. Kyle Jones tearing that high line. Catching up to Howell. Cross flags come out. We are halfway. Kyle Jones trying to pass in turn 2. Tearing down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Kyle Jones in the marbles again. Pushing out of 4. Jason Howell holds him off in turn 1. Jones on the backside, almost some contact in turn 2. Jones holds off. Side by side, the 6 and the 6 and the 1 car. Oh, we got one pulling into the infield. Kyle Jones still fighting for position. Jason Howell trying to hold him off. Jones with the midline run, 2 laps to go for Jason Howell. Here comes Kyle Jones. Kyle Jones in turn 2, little contact out of 2, down the back straightaway. More contact with the cars in the back. Into 3, Jones goes high once again. Out of 4, white flag for Jason Howell. Jason Howell, Kyle Jones. Howell starting to pull away from Jones. Jones trying to close the gap. Barreling off into 3. Out of 4, checker flag's gonna come out for Jason Howell. And we're green, here we go. Straight off the bat, Dennis Bissonette rockets to the front of the line. He's going to lead this race after 1. Damon Hammond in second, followed by the 21 of. Here we go. Bissonette right out the gate, going to pick up where he left off, going to separate himself from the rest of the crew. Here comes Mark Adams on the outside of the 116 in turn 1. Adams still on the outside. Hammond holds him off into turn 2. Hammond back to the front. In 3 out of 4, it's going to be Bissonette, followed by Damon Hammond, followed by Mark Adams. A little bumping in the rear out of turn 1. Mark Adams trying to get around Hammond. Hammond doing a good job of playing defense. Bissonette still in the ballpark by himself, but he's got 2 and 3 closing the gap. Dennis Bissonette, Damon Hammond, Mark Adams, Kendall Ray. Looks like we got cross flags coming out. We are 4 laps complete coming up. 4 laps complete, 4 laps complete. Last verse, same as the first, a little bit closer to the end though. Dennis Bissonette doing a good job of holding on to his lead spot. Damon Hammond trying everything he can do to close the gap, but Bissonette is just running a good race. Into 1 and out of 2, it's still Bissonette, Hammond, Adams, Ray. Hammond trying to work the inside middle line and can't quite get it with 2 laps to go. Dennis Bissonette, your leader. Low line into 3 out of 4. White flag comes out for Dennis Bissonette this time around. Mark Adams trying to close the gap between him and Damon Hammond. Hammond holds him off down the backstretch into 3. Bissonette comes into 3, and out of 4, going to take your checker flag. As we start, Mark Patterson still your leader. Here comes the 911, Josh McGay. McGay straight to the front. Barreling into turn number 1. Little contact in turn 1. 48 car spins it in turn 2. Lead. Followed by Mark Patterson, followed up by Johnny Sheets. McGay putting some separation in between him and the rest of the crowd. Barreling into 3. Patterson trying to regain composure, regain position out of 4th. Looks like cross flags getting ready to come out this next time around. Nope, I'm wrong. And we're going back to green. Here we go. Josh McGay out of 2, once again putting separation between him and Patterson. Here comes the 511 trying to get around Sheets. Back straightaway, here comes the 48. All trying to close in on Mark Patterson. Josh McGay still your leader. Mark Patterson, Bobby Sheets, and the 511 of Corey Williams. 48 of Danny Patterson still there as well. We had another 96 show up. We don't have a name for that 96. Last verse, same as the first, a little faster and a little worse. We're coming up on 2 laps to go for the 911, Josh McGay. Little contact down the front stretch with the 511 of Williams and Sheets in the 96. Here comes the 48 of Danny Patterson. White flag comes out, 1 to go for Josh McGay. 3 wide down the front stretch. Bobby Sheets got some competition knocking on the back door. Back straightaway into turn number 3 goes McGay. Out of 4, checker flag's gonna fly for the 911, Josh McGay. There we go. Right out the gate, Stephen Covey. Stephen Covey got a little competition on the outside. Here comes the 05 of Holtman. Holtman around the outside takes the lead away. We got 1 spin off in the top side of turn number 3. Caution will come out. And here we go. The 05 of Holtman having some issues, so he pulls off to the center of the field. Go back to green. The 154 of Covey and the 01 of Armstrong, a battle for the lead. Armstrong gets him out of turn number 1. Down the back straightaway, here we go into 3. The number 23 of Bubba Jackson trying to close the gap for second. Here comes the 33 of Joe Emmons. After that wild spin in turn number 3, he's back in the race. Comes around the 23 car up to third. Back straightaway we go into 3 and out of 4. Armstrong, your leader. Joe Emmons trying to close the gap. Armstrong spins it in 2. Stays in it. So the 154 of Stephen Covey still your leader. Cross flags come out. We are halfway down. Armstrong trying to regain some ground that he lost. Stephen Covey, Joe Emmons, Todd Looney, Bubba Jackson, Charlie Armstrong. Those are your cars on the field right now. Your leader is still going to be the 154. Started pole, had some competition in the first couple of laps. He's been ahead of both leaders. Two laps to go this time around for the 154. Back straightaway, here comes the 33, Bubba Jackson. White flag comes out, 154, 1 lap to go for Stephen Covey. Todd Looney in third, trying to make a pass for second. Tries for the outside, back straightaway goes to 33, and Looney spins it in 2. Into 3, going to be the 154, Stephen Covey. Checker flag will fly this time around for the 154, Stephen Covey. And we're green. Here comes the 44H of Nick Klinkenbeard. Straight to the front. Quick Nick to the front. Here comes the 24 of Willie Crease, followed by the 2A of Charles Armstrong Jr. The number 22 of James Archer trying to close the gap, trying to get back into the top 3 position. Battle for first between Klinkenbeard and Armstrong. It's back and forth into 3. Klinkenbeard takes the low side out of 4. Armstrong going to get the better of the exchange. Backstretch into turn number 2. Down the backstretch into 3. Armstrong, Klinkenbeard. Klinkenbeard tries to take the low side out of 4. Armstrong gets the better of the exchange. We're coming up on 2 laps to go this next time around. Woo, got some sparks flying off of the 24 car of Willie Crease. 2 laps to go this next time around. Charlie Armstrong, Nick Klinkenbeard, a back and forth battle for first place. Armstrong, Klinkenbeard down the backstretch. Armstrong still in front. Klinkenbeard trying to find a good spot to pass. White flag comes out. We've got 1 to go. Klinkenbeard ain't out of this race yet. We're going up into turn 1. Klinkenbeard on the high side. Armstrong goes low. Down the backstretch into turn number 2. Out of turn number 2. Into 3 now. Armstrong takes the low side. Klinkenbeard on the high side. Into 3. Out of 4, it's going to be Charlie Armstrong Jr., your winner. And we're going green. Here we go. uh-oh-1, Brian Felkins straight to the front. It's tied by side out of turn 2 for second. The better the exchange going to go to the number 21. John Thiel on the backside of the leader, trying to make a move down in turn number 3. Caution. Green going this next time around. Here we go. The uh-oh-1, Brian Felkins, takes off the same way he's been running. 21 of John Thiel in second. Front stretch. All you guys that showed up to help us out tonight, we thank y'all for being here. On behalf of the crew at 281, we thank you guys for watching, and we thank you guys for being here tonight. We are back to green flag racing. Here comes Felkins as we go back to green. 3 laps complete. John Thiel and Brian Felkins, a battle for the lead. Thiel on the outside. We're going off in the high side of turn 2. Thiel on the outside of the uh-oh-1 and takes the lead out of 2. Here comes the number 14. Robert Carr in third. John Thiel takes the lead. Two laps to go this time around for John Thiel. Down the back straightaway, Felkins trying to take the position back, but Thiel is slowly starting to pull away as the white flag comes out. 1 lap to go for John Thiel. Checker flag is going to fly for the number 21, John. And we're green. Here we go. Broussard, your leader, followed up by the 7M of Gary Miller. I'm sorry, that is the 7 of Ricky Sessions. Broussard. Here comes David Bonham in second, followed up by Ricky Sessions in third. You got a good top 3 lineup. Down in turn number 1. Broussard, Bonham, and Sessions. Here comes the 92D of Dunn and the 55D of Dumas. Barreling down the back straightaway, Bonham blowing and all in the 3. Trying to close the gap on him and Ruben Broussard. Cross flags come out. We are halfway. Little spin out in turn number 2. We get her back. We're going to stay green. David Bonham is closing the gap on the Raging Cajun. Down out of turn number 2. coming up on 2 laps to go. Into 3 out of 4, the Raging Cajun Ruben Broussard takes 2 to go. David Bonham closing in the gap. We got a car stuck in 2. He's going to turn it around. We're going to keep it green. White flag comes out. 1 lap to go for Ruben Broussard. David Bonham closing the gap. Ricky Sessions in 3rd. Terry Dumas trying to make it around the inside of the 92. Back straight away into 3. The one checker flag is going to come out for Ruben Broussard. It sets the pace. And here we go. Shelby Baker running on the high outside line. Bissonette got trouble brewing with the 33K. Holds her off out of turn 2, side by side down the next stretch. We are side by side in a battle for 3rd right now as well. Into 3 out of 4, gonna be the 818. The 33K gonna take the lead. Shelby Baker, Dennis Bissonette, the 2M of Devin Burgess. Backstretch, here we come. Turn number 3. Baker takes the high side. Bissonette goes low. She's going to hold him off out of turn number 4. Side by side, once again. Here comes Burgess. Burgess going to try to make it 3 wide. No, he's going to hold him off. Here comes the 44 of Anthony Simpson. Bissonette on the inside of Baker once again into 3 out of 4. 3 wide out of 4. Burgess gonna hold him off. Baker, Bissonette, Burgess. Dennis Bissonette. Dennis Bissonette on the inside of the 33K. Baker holds him off. To go for Dennis Bissonette. Devin Burgess. White flag comes out. 1 lap to go for Dennis Bissonette. Shelby Baker, Devin Burgess. Here comes the 44 of Anthony Simpson. Little contact out of 2. Burgess got Simpson on the inside of his door. High side into 3 out of 4. The tribute car gonna take the checker flag. Dennis Bissonette gonna take the checker. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going green. Michael Votaw, the 1B, Mike Kelly in the 5. This is their trying to cross flags come out. We are 5 complete with 5 to go. Botom, Kelly, you're twofer. Check 1, 2. Gotcha. 1, 2. Here we go. Green flag is up. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the number 10 of Colton Mooney takes your lead. The 45 of Brian Bagent in second. The 10 is in third. Trying to find out which car it was that's up front. 10W is Clifton Wisenet. There we go. We got it right. So the number 10 of Colton Mooney takes your lead. Brian Bagent. Here comes last week's winner, Howard Watson, in fourth. Trying to close the gap down backstretch here. Bagent takes the lead out of 2. Here comes Wisenet, moves to second. Oh, high outside, gets up in the marbles. Watson closing in. We trip down the front stretch into turn number 1. Once again, Bagent, Wisenet, Mooney, Watson, and Wisenet. Here comes the 10 of Clifton Wisenet trying to get around the 45 of Bagent. Bagent takes the low side. Watson closing in on the number 10 of Mooney. Watson holds an inside line on the inside of Mooney out of turn number 2. Contact and side by side down the backstretch. Watson to third. Brian Bagent, Clifton Wisenet, Howard Watson, your top 3. Bagent and Wisenet, a battle for the lead. Here comes Watson. Trying to close the gap on the 10 car. Bagent with the 10 car. The 10 car of Wisenet goes to the middle line, tries to cut through on the inside, holds him off down the front stretch. Howard Watson starting to gain ground on Wisenet. Out of 2, it's still Bagent, Wisenet. Cross flags come out. We are halfway, folks. Watson trying to close the gap. He's having difficulties out of 2. Holds on to position. We're going into 3. Wisenet rides the high side line with Bajan, trying to find an opportunity to pass. Bajan holds on. As we barrel down into turn 1 once again. Wisenet on the inside of the 45. Down the backstretch, Watson trying to close in. Bajan into 3. Out of 4. Holds off Wisenet for now. Wisenet trying to go to the inside. Down the front stretch and into turn number 1. They call him Secret Bajan Man, and he's leading this race. Out of 4, Wisenet still on the backside of Bajan. Howard Watson gaining by the lap. Watson's found his line, smooth out of 1 and out of 2. The 45 of Bajan's got Wisenet trying to pass on the outside in turn number 3. Out of 4, Bajan's still going to lead. Two laps to go this time around for Brian Bajan. Coming now, white flag comes out for Brian Bajan. Brian Bajan gets away from Clifton Wisenet out of turn number 2. Into 3. Out of 4, your winner gonna be the number 45, Brian Bajan. As we get set to go green, here we go. Through contact with Florio, Guyton cuts right through the middle, causing issues right out the gate. And we're green. Here we go. As it sits, Bell to the front. Here comes Shaw. Young and Clinkenbeard side by side. Kevin Manning, Justin Long, Tyler Bragg. Here we go. Cars starting to get their spaces out. Ronnie Bell, Justin Shaw, Quick Nick, Brett Young, Kevin Manning, Justin Long, 2014 Tyler Bragg. Manning with a little issue out of turn number 1, gets it straightened up. Justin Long backs off. Holds position, we are still green. Here comes Clinkenbeard on the outside of Rowdy C. And in turn number 2. Back straightaway on the inside of Shaw now. Clinkenbeard passing for second. Shaw trying to hold his outside line. We got some action there in turn number 2. Florio shoots the bottom. Bragg gonna pull off the backside of the track. Looks like no. He's going to stay in it. 911 pulling into the infield. Everybody's still green. Bell, Clinkenbeard, Shaw, Young, Rainey, and Long. Top 6. Bragg going to pull off the backside. Here comes the 69 of Brett Young on the backside of the 55. Coming into 3 out of 4. Ronnie Bell's got Quick Nick knocking on the back door. go, quick Nick. Nick trying to get on the inside of Bell. Here comes Shaw on the outside. Back to the front. It is still Bell, Flinkenbeard, and Shaw. Flinkenbeard on the outside pass. Shaw on the inside. Here comes Long. Long trying to close the gap on Ramey. Bell holds them off for now. Coming up on lap traffic. Here comes Ronnie Bell. Quick Nick gets into the marbles on the outside, catches up to lap traffic. A little bumping and grinding action out of 4. They get by. Flinkenbeard on the inside of the leader. We're going into turn 1. Bell and quick Nick out of 2. Down the back stretch, Flinkenbeard passing on the inside for the lead. Here comes the 42 of Long on the inside, or the outside of Shaw. Justin Long is on a rail. He is closing in. Justin Shaw trying to hold him off. Barreling into 3 out of 4. Quick Nick, your leader, and pulling away. Back straightaway coming up on more lap traffic. Coming up on more lap traffic, the 54 car in the way of the leaders, Nick Flinkenbeard, Ronnie Bell. Here comes Ramey on the backside of the 42 once again. Long trying to find position to pass Shaw. Here comes quick Nick. Down the back stretch, finally finds room to run on the inside. 54 moving to the outside to get out of the way of the leaders. Flinkenbeard with a clean pass. Ramey back in front of Long. Tangled up in traffic. Shaw trying to get a game plan. Going into 3. Catching up to Ronnie Bell out of 3. Issues in turn number 2, getting off of the marbles, holds on. Nick Flinkenbeard, Ronnie Bell, Justin Shaw, Kevin Ramey, and Justin Long. Good, your top 5. Contact with lap cars out of 2, Ronnie Bell. Trying to get around. A big battle for second between Bell and Shaw and Ramey. Long holding off the rest of the pack. Shaw's closing in on the 95 in turn number 1. Takes the low side out of turn 2 down the back straightaway. 5 laps to go for quick Nick Flinkenbeard. Bell and Shaw still in this race. Here comes Ramey closing in on the 55. Nick Flinkenbeard is all but gone at this point with 4 to go. To go for quick Nick Flinkenbeard. Shaw trying to close in. Bell holds him off. Front stretch into 3. White flag, quick Nick Clinkenbeard, 1 to go. Ladies and gentlemen, into 3 out of 4, your winner gonna be quick Nick Clinkenbeard. We got that too. Flags are green, and we're gone. Here we go. O'Reilly Auto Parts, RockAuto.com, Race on Texas, Off-Road Clutch and Drive Line, Lone Star Super Gas, Grump's Burgers, Root Juice, TV. We are green, and much like the heat race, Jason Howell is staying. Al Jones in a close second. Down in third, Nathan Moore, the 1 car. Last first, same as the first. And Kyle Jones, a back and forth battle for the lead. Contact in turn number 1. And here we go. Back to where we're Kyle Jones with the run out of turn number 3. Here we go. Wow. He just stomped and went with it. Kyle Jones got tired of being a follower. Kyle Jones, Jason Howell, he is gone. That was a gutsy move that paid off in the end, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Folks, Kyle Jones back in the leader's position, gonna pull away once again away from Jason Howell. Wait, the one of Moore's in the infield. I apologize for that. Chase Parsons still in fourth. Back straightaway out of 4. White flag comes out for Kyle Jones. Top side out of turn number 2. Exploding out of turn 2 down the back stretch into turn number 3. Out of 4, your winner going to be the number 04, Kyle Jones. As it starts, Dennis Bissonette to the front. Here comes Mark Adams on his tail. The 22 falling back 2 positions. 2 wide into 3. Hammond on the inside out of 4. Your leader Bissonette, Hammond to third. Kendall Ray. Bryce Pritchett. Down to 4th. Joseph Bissonette to first. Adams in second. Hammond in third. Trying to gain some ground, get some position. But right now, Bissonette in a ballpark of his own. Oh, Pritchett gets... Pritchett spins it in turn number 2. Going green, here we go. Bissonette pulling away from everybody else. Pritchett goes around Spillman. Caught up in turn 2 again. Bump Spillman. Spillman keeps going. The race is still on. Battle for second between Damon Hammond and Mark Adams. Holding them off side by side out of turn number 2. Adams getting the better of the exchange. Down the back stretch, here comes Kendall Ray. Barreling into 3 out of 4. It's going to be Adams, Hammond, and Ray. This is beating on the back door of Adams into turn number 4. Mark Adams holds on. Hammond tries to move a little Kendall Ray trying to get around Marenga, and Marenga comes out of 2. He's still in it. Kendall Ray now up to 4th. Pritchett around Spillman once again. Crosswalks come out. We are halfway. Eight laps in, folks. Bissonette still your leader. He's got quite a few car lengths in between him and second place. He's 3 out of 4. Hammond still trying to close the gap on Mark Adams. Mark Adams takes a low inside line. Hammond's Bissonette still your leader. Here comes Pritchett on the backside of Ray. first. We're coming up on 2 laps to go this next time around. Dennis Bissonette, your leader. Followed up by Mark Adams, Damon Hammond, Kendall Ray. Dennis Bissonette finally coming up on lap traffic. Justin Waringa. White flag comes out. 1 to go for Dennis Bissonette. Barreling down the back straightaway. Coming up into turn number 3. Out of 4. Your winner going to take home the victory tonight. Going to be Dennis Bissonette in the 07. And here we go! Clean racing out of turn number 2, Johnny Sheets. In second behind the 911 of Josh McKay, side by side out of 4. The 511 and the 96. I'm sorry, the 511 and the 1. 48, Danny Patterson having issues with the car. It is slowly stopping out of turn number 2. He's going to pull it off the backstretch. Barreling off into 3 out of 4. Josh McKay, your leader, followed up by the 96 Johnny Sheets. And the 511 of Corey Williams. Followed up by the 1 Mark Patterson, the 96 G of Billy Rule. And the 405 of Zach Patterson. Side by side, a battle for second down the front stretch ring of turn number 2. Coming into turn number 2, I'm sorry, the 511 Williams, your leader. Sheets trying to work the inside, down the backstretch, we run again. Down the backstretch into 3 with a formidable lead over Corey Williams. Going to keep holding on and doing what he's doing. Mark Patterson trying to close the gap. Just can't seem to get it right down the backstretch. Johnny Sheets still in front. Got the 511 of Corey Williams still leading in second, I should say. Josh McKay is in the ballpark of his own right now, leading this race. Flags are out. We are halfway. Josh McKay. About 4.5 seconds ahead of second place. Everybody spread out. Last verse, same as the first. A little faster, a little worse. I know I've said that, but it's pretty much where we're at this point. Corey Williams. Sheets and Patterson for a formidable challenge in third. Down the back straightaway, Josh McGay is now catching up to lap traffic. We're in turn 3. Corey Williams trying to close the gap, pulling away from Sheets and Patterson. Mark Patterson is now caught up to Bobby Sheets. 2 laps to go for the 911. White flag going to come out now for the 911. Josh McGay. Josh McGay has cleared lap traffic. Down in the backside of turn number 3. And out of 4, going to take the checker flag for the modified class. It's the 911, Josh McGay. Go! As we roll, folks. Oh, 154, Stephenville, your leader. Armstrong dives to the middle. Dives to the bottom. Here comes the 2A of Armstrong. Out of nowhere, here comes the 01 of Felkins. Armstrong. Here comes the 21 of John Thiel. Legacy Dwarf Cars. Here we go. Felkins jumps 8-10 positions back to where he was. He's a man on fire right now. Here comes John Thiel. Down on the low side, we've got the number 44 car. Nick Klinkenbeard to the front. Here comes Charlie Armstrong in the 2A. Felkins back up to 5th. Here comes the 01 of Armstrong in 6th. 154 of Stephen Covey having some issues with his car. He pulls it into the infield. Quick Nick down into turn number 2, flies down the back stretch, followed by Armstrong, followed by Thiel, followed by Felkins. We're green again, folks. Here we go. Quick Nick Klinkenbeard back to the front. Felkins pulls off. Klinkenbeard, Thiel, Armstrong. The number 8 of Looney. John Thiel closing the gap on the 44H. cars are still moving. Crosswalks come out. We are halfway. Clinkenbeard still the leader, followed by John Thiel. John Thiel closing the gap on the 44H. Back straight away to turn number 3. Thiel closing the gap. Here comes Armstrong. And Armstrong. Clinkenbeard doing his best to hold off. 23 car pulls it into the middle of the track. It's got to turn flat. Clinkenbeard now getting some separation away from the 21 of Thiel. Thiel trying to hold off Clinkenbeard in lap traffic territory. Down the back stretch into turn number 3 this time around. Batman got 2 flags in his hand. We're coming up on 2 laps to go this time around. 2 laps to go for Quick Nick. White flag going to come out this time around. John Thiel is there. He wants to try to take it away from Clinkenbeard, and we got caution. Here they go. Clinkenbeard, John Thiel. Thiel on the outside. Clinkenbeard pulls away. Down the back stretch into turn number 3. We got white flag comes out, 1 to go. Quick Nick, Clinkenbeard, John Thiel. Bubba Jackson and Charlie Armstrong into 3 out of 4. The second win tonight for Quick Nick Clinkenbeard. And we're green. Here we go. Ruben Broussard, here comes the 33 of Baker, the 818 of Bissonette, and Bonham in the 66. Terry Dumas in 5th. Broussard in the ballpark of his own. Bissonette now in 2nd. Shelby Baker, David Bonham of battle for 3rd. Here comes Bonham on the inside line. Baker holds him. Broussard, Dennis Bissonette, David Bonham now in 3rd. Side by side, Terry Dumas and Ricky Sessions, a little bumping and grinding down the front stretch. Devin Burgess in the 2X. That's a 2M, I'm sorry. Back straightaway, here comes the 44 of Anthony Simsick on the outside of Burgess. Bissonette has caught up with the Raging Cajun, Ruben Broussard. Three. We're ready to go green. Here we go. Simsick with the jump. Contact. Oh, big pileup in turn number 4. All right, the Raging Cajun, Ruben Broussard. Cross flags come out. We are halfway, folks. Sliding around 3 and out of 4. We're still the top 3. Shane, still the same. They're trying to make it work. Five laps to go this time around for Ruben Broussard. The 818, Dennis Bissonette in second. In third, the 7 of Ricky Sessions. Shane Ellis in the 84, the 7M of Gary Miller. Bissonette and Broussard out of turn number 1. It's going to be the 818 of Bissonette taking the lead. Ruben Broussard, Ricky Sessions, Shane Ellis, Gary Miller, your top 5. Here comes David Bonham. 2 laps to go this time around. Ruben Broussard takes the lead once again. Back straight into 3 out of 4. White flag comes out. 1 to go for the Raging Cajun. Backstretch, they're trying to make it 3 wide down the backstretch. Bissonette gets caught up in turn number 3. Contact with Sessions out of 4. The winner going to be the 51, the Raging Cajun, Ruben Broussard.